Do you have any examples? Do you have any videos to show how much more advanced what you're saying in terms of results achieves?
So think
Have
of
you got
it.
any?
Think
Have
of
you got any
it.
infield? Is there
Think
any
of it.
infield footage of this?
No, I don't do infield.
Why?
I think that there are legal questions that arise from infield, and I don't think they're very ethical either. So to
You blur the
film,
face out, but they can still hear the system working and creating attraction.
listen, I think that infield videos are massively helpful, but I I'll piss a lot of people off if I say what I truly think about infield videos, but you are recording a woman without her knowledge or permission, and then you are using it for commercial gain. There are some legal questions when it comes to that, in my opinion, when it comes to reasonable expectation of privacy. Should a woman be able to have a conversation with a man that's flirty in nature and not have to worry about him posting that video without her consent and using it to promote himself as a seduction guru? I think that's pretty reasonable. So I think that there are some legal questions that come up with infield videos, and I don't think they're very ethical. So I have abstained from posting infield videos, but I do give my clients lots of examples. I demo. Um, so
I'm going
yeah.
to add something on top of that. So just 2 days ago, I think there is a Reddit post that has gone pretty fucking crazy in the Warsaw subreddit, the capital city of Poland. And there was a woman saying she got approached 11 times by day gamers in one day. It was something like five before as she was going to work, set 6 or 7 when she was on her way back. It was like at least 11 or 12 day gamers approached her in one day. And I was looking at this. It was being discussed in one of the groups in Game Wausau. And we did a vote, and we're trying to do this every year now. We started it in 2022. The best city for meeting women voted by pickup artists is literally Warsaw, Poland. So there's within that post, there was a lot of concern from women and from men, but especially from women, of course, that she was being filmed or she didn't know what was going on. And a lot of them are saying, like, yeah, I think I was filmed and posted on TikTok and stuff like that. So it does have a lot of um, pushback, um, unethical, what do you call it? Connotations, legal connotations. And that's just that. Like, once you're in a relationship, or I think back to when I was starting out in game, like I didn't want to be a YouTuber. I didn't think I was going in that direction. If only I did have someone following me around, then that would have been pretty interesting. But it comes with that bias of you're doing something with that footage because you're uploading to YouTube or something. It has that creator bias. So I'm just gonna throw that in.
Hey,
Hmm.
look, Dean, my
I
my
just think
arguments my arguments are standing on their own 2 feet though, right? The idea that, oh, you don't do infield, therefore your arguments are not valid. Like, let me ask you this. If I have a product or service that's of value and I learn a system, a customizable, rearrangeable, adaptable, honest system for conveying the value of my product accurately, efficiently, and honestly, what's wrong with that? Now, the sales analogy isn't perfect because we're the buyer and the seller both when interacting with a woman. We're not just selling ourselves to a woman. We're not just making her sell herself to us, right? In the ideal world, we're both the buyer and the seller. But nonetheless, if you're an experienced salesperson, you can just get into a good state of mind and then just try to convey the value of your product spontaneously. And you very well may be able to do that if you know your product well enough. But what's wrong with developing a system to supercharge your results? Because that's what a system does. It stands for save yourself time, energy, and money. System.
because in a world, especially this industry, where people are struggling and they don't know where to turn and they don't know what the right method is, and they're thinking about parting with $5,000, $10,000, they want to see evidence that what you're talking about, especially so convincingly, can be evidenced, and you can show that you can actually do it and it works. So if you go on the Game Global School, you can see loads of really basic approaches of me. very, very plain conversations,
Usually
normal
short clips.
conversations. But these women are seeing me again. I get a massively high conversion rate on the women that I approach. There's minimal technique in there. If what you're saying is you've developed a system over 3 years and you've taken 3 years to write this book, then it's the most perfect system. And people are going to pay money for that, and they're going to pay money for your coaching. You've got to be able to show that you can do that.
I didn't say it's the most perfect system. I said it's the most complete system as of now. And the reason I said as of now is because knowledge may be infinite. I don't claim to have closed all the gaps in the.
Yeah, but where is it though? Like where can I see this great system?
The evidence is going to be the
delivered?
number one piece of evidence is going to be when my book drops. Okay. Another piece of evidence
That's
here
not
is
evidence.
okay. Here's the thing, Dean. I'll give it to you. I don't have infield footage, and I've never wanted to have infield footage because I think it's kind of creepy. I don't like the idea of filming a woman without her knowledge and consent and then posting it for my own commercial gain. And
This is your job. Your job as a leading coach, as someone who people are going to pay $5 to $25.
Then they don't train with me. If a guy does a consultation with me and he's like, Eric, I read your book, it's awesome. I've watched you debate Dean. You definitely beat him in the debate, but you don't have any infield footage. Therefore, I don't want to train with you. Then don't train with me, right? Here's another thing that I don't do. I don't talk about my lay count, right? So many coaches, oh, I've hooked up with 200 women. I've hooked up with 1,000 women. I don't talk about the number of women that I sleep with. I don't secretly record women for my own commercial gain. And if guys think that I'm less valid because of it, so be it. I've been in this game for 20 years. I've been coaching for over 16 years. Mystery has called me a master. I've never called myself a master, but I have video footage of Mystery calling me a master. I've been Mystery's wingman and partner now for a decade. I'm traveling all around the world doing boot camps with Mystery, all around the United States. Forgive me, I'm not doing anything international. It's all within the US. I'm doing live online workshops with Mystery. I'm his US agent and sponsor. I'm engaged, okay? And if you listen to what I'm saying and you test it with your own logic and your own rational mind, you'll find that what I'm saying matches up. And then listen to the testimonials from my clients. Look at my website. This is where arguments go. When you're not defeating arguments based on merit, you then start busting out, oh, well, you don't have infields and you don't talk about your lay count. And this is where the debate I was hoping wouldn't go in this direction. I really suggest we don't go in this direction because it's only going to make you look bad, brother.
I think it kind of matters. It's not going to make me
well,
look bad.
if you want to go that route, let's talk about it. The only infield videos that I've seen,
it's not going to make me look bad.
That's fine. That's fine. We can go this route. The only infield
that are going home with me. So.
The only infield videos that I've seen of you are usually really short clips. You're using direct day game openers that we've all been using for 20-something years. You're going for phone number closes within like 2 or 3 minutes. We don't know how many of those girls are converting. Okay.
You
said one time that you get 8 or 9 phone numbers out of 10, and somebody in the group kept saying, well, post 10 approaches in a row. You posted 3 approaches in a row where you got 3 phone numbers in a row. Whoop-de-doo. Where's the 9 out of 10?
There's pictures and videos of me on dates with these girls from these approaches that are sometimes bolted on the end of the video. However, where is any ounce of information that your method works? Where's your infield? It's all well saying my videos are short. Where's any of yours at all?
Well,
Where's any Mystery? I don't believe any of you guys, including fucking Baxter and Mystery and yourself, can do this stuff.
The fact that I have very artfully and cordially.
Where are they? Where's the videos?
The fact that I have very artfully and cordially dismantled just about every argument that you've thrown at me, isn't that evidence? I think any guy who's watching this debate it's pretty obvious who knows their shit.
I don't think so.
You figured out one little style of game that works for you and you've fixated on that.
I've got
now
videos.
You think you've developed something unique. Energy game is not unique. You're just repackaging.
It is unique.
It's not unique. Getting in an internal state and being horny and speaking from your true authentic self and not worrying about the actual words. You're basically just teaching natural game, inner game. Like you're using a few little tactics and techniques and calling it energy game. It is no match. Your energy game is no match for the customizable.
Surely that's a great method.
That
because where's your evidence? Where are your videos? Where's your footage? Where's any evidence at all that you brought any women at all? Because all
I'm
I've seen on
engaged,
your
brother.
YouTube is just videos you talking
I'm
theory.
engaged. I'm
Okay,
engaged.
that's one woman. That's one. Okay,
Okay.
what else?
Yeah. I've gotten with one woman in my whole life.
Maybe.
Buy my book, guys, The Vortex of Love, How to Get a Woman to Fall in Love with You. Dean,
Anyone can read a
listen,
book.
Dean, you've done a great job debating up to this point. I'm telling you, if you start going this route, it's only going to make you look unprofessional. But if you
There's
want to go
nothing you
this
can
route,
say
we
that's going
can.
to make me look unprofessional because I'm living the lifestyle.
You're
Every time I
secretly
leave the house,
recording women
but
without their permission and using it for commercial gain. That's your get out of jail free card. Now all of a sudden the whole debate that we've had up until now is nullified. I've got infield videos, I win. Sorry, dude, it doesn't work that way.